OpenAI just quietly released a really useful prompt generator. It's completely free to use as I'm recording this video. Let me show you how it works. To access this prompt generator, go to platform.openai.com and just press login on top, and you could use your ChatGPT login to log into OpenAI. Now, this website is actually designed for developers, but this prompt generator is useful for everyone. So a lot of times they add these useful things designed for developers, but I like to make videos where I just use these same tools, but for everyday people. So that's what we're gonna do here. And all you have to do is go to this playground tab right here. And the playground is a place where you could actually test out all kinds of different ChatGPT models. So if I click down this drop down right here, there's a ton of different models available. But to use this playground as a user right down here, this will ask you to add a credit card, but that's not what we're gonna do here. We are gonna go up here to the System Instructions tab, and there's this box right here that says Generate. This is the prompt generator, and it's available for free. And I'm assuming at some point they're gonna charge for it, but as I'm recording this video, this is free to use. If it becomes paid, all you have to do is link your credit card to this OpenAI account in this platform, and it will just usually charge you a penny, sometimes 2 pennies, sometimes up to 4 pennies for you to create these. So that's how much the API is costing. This is the API version of OpenAI. So let me show you exactly how this works, because all you have to do is type in a basic prompt. I actually have a whole prompt library here. This is just part of our membership, but I'm gonna go ahead and copy one of these prompts right here. Generate 10 creative and engaging YouTube video ideas for a specific topic. I'll go back over here and I'll paste this prompt. And this prompt is okay, but let me show you what it ends up giving us when I press create right here. It's gonna give us a far more detailed prompt in this box. Now, these are called system instructions, but we could literally take these and use them inside of ChatGPT as a normal prompt. But I'm gonna show you even a better way, the way I like to use these instead of just a normal prompt. But generate 10 creative and engaging YouTube video ideas for this specific topic. So this is our placeholder. This is what I'm gonna change. But now it's actually giving this chatbot a very step-by-step guide to follow. So that's the very first thing typically you wanna give as your prompt, is just a very simple step-by-step guide. It's also created an output format. So usually in a perfect prompt, we want to ask for a very specific output format. And it's also given an example of how we want the output to look like. So it says idea 1, short description of the concept and the audience appeal, idea 2, and so on. Okay, so just these 3 parts, the step-by-step guide, the output format that we're asking for, and a very clear example of what you want the output to look like, is going to give you a far better result than the simple prompt I had in my prompt library. And you could do this with just about every prompt. Just press generate, type in a basic prompt. It could be as simple as this: write a blog, right? This prompt is not at all useful, but this generator, the system instruction generator, knows exactly how to flush that out to be much more useful. And same kind of output, right? So this is your basic instruction on top. Then it has the step-by-step: select the topic, plan the structure of it, the body, the conclusion, all those steps where you could actually customize it as much as you want now manually and save this prompt, the output format, and the different examples. And this one has some additional notes. Use SEO best practices, for example. That just came from a 4-word prompt. Now I got this prompt instead. So I'm going to show you how to use this the right way, because you could just use it as a regular prompt, which is called a user prompt. You could actually use it down here, but this will cost you money. So if you have ChatGPT, it's best to just copy this whole thing. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this over. And inside of ChatGPT, we could just paste this as an actual prompt right here as a user prompt. So that prompt generator, again, is made for developers for system prompting. That's when you design chatbots and give them instructions behind the scene. But we could, again, use it as a user prompt, and we're going to get something useful just like that. You could see this is just a regular prompt, and it's giving me the output that I'm looking for. But here's a couple of different ways you could use it. And before I show you that, let me go back over here, because there are some settings that I think will be useful for you. By default, I don't change any of these, but a couple of them I wanted to just show you what they do. The response format is going to give you text. So these other 2 formats, if you're a developer, you may want to use a JSON object and these other options, but text is what we want as just a regular user of ChatGPT. And this temperature, I always found this to be useful for my output, and I like to play around with it sometimes. Right now, it's right in the middle. But what a temperature does is when you get closer to 0, the response is usually too repetitive. So you don't want to take this all the way down to 0. But if you take this all the way up to 2, this is the range of these. Sometimes, depending on what app you're using, the range is from 0 to 1. But this temperature slider is very interesting because sometimes when you get closer to 2, it actually gets too creative. So you could find a balance. Usually in the middle is a good spot, but sometimes I'll tweak it just a little bit to see what kind of variations I get out of the output. And the other thing sometimes I like to use over here, especially if I run out of credit inside of ChatGPT, I'll come over here and I'll test out new models. Typically, this O1 preview model has even a newer version that I like to test out over here. Again, that is not the video that I'm making right now. I'm more talking about this prompt generator, and these will require you to add a credit card and they will charge you, but they charge you based on usage. This is completely independent from ChatGPT.com. But a really nice way to use those system prompts is if you create your own custom GPTs or Claude projects. And I have different videos about how to make those. But in this case, if I want to build a custom GPT, I'm going to click on my profile picture right here, go to my GPT, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. Now, creating GPTs requires you to have a paid version of ChatGPT, totally separate from the platform website I just showed you. So this is the $20 membership that lets you create these. But anyone could use your creation, or if you find these, sometimes I share these with my audience and they could use them for free. And instead of using the Create tab to have a bunch of conversation back and forth and not really getting what you want out of this custom GPT, you just go to the Configure tab. Under the Instructions tab, you just paste what I just got from the platform website for all kinds of different use cases. We have 20, 30 of these for my company that I share with the Teams plan, with my team. Some of these I make publicly available. Just give it a name, give it a description, which is really just so it shows up over here. So I'll call this one Blog Generator Creates Blogs, right? And that's it. That's all you need to do. And you just go ahead and press create. You could go ahead and save this for invite only, which is just you, or you could save it if you have a Teams plan with your team members, or you could share it publicly with a link or to the GPT store. In this case, I'm gonna just save it for myself, update. And just like that, in like 10 seconds, I got myself a pretty powerful blog generator. The system prompt was created inside of Playground. I just copied it, created that GPT. If you don't have the paid version of ChatGPT, again, you could just use these system prompts as a user prompt, which is just a regular prompt you give to ChatGPT. And one more thing I wanted to show you inside of this platform, this just came out, so I might make a different video about this, but this real-time section inside of the Playground, so under the Playground tab, just came out, and you could actually give it access to your microphone, choose from different voices, and use this real-time voice bots right here inside of the platform website, which is really nice option. I have this inside of my ChatGPT app. I've been using it for about 30 minutes every single day to have back and forth ideation conversations with ChatGPT, and it responds in almost real time. And this has some more advanced settings. So play around with this. This will require you to, again, to add a credit card, and this will charge you. So this is, again, not the free thing I was showing you in this video, but I thought this might be something of interest to you. And I just saw it appear over here on the left side panel of the Playground. I'm also finishing a video about prompting the O1 model, a new prompting technique for that reasoning model, which is different than what I've been covering with the 4.0 model. So I'll make sure I post that as soon as it's ready. Thanks for watching this one. I'll see you next time.